Hi y'all out there in TV land. This is Miss Unique once again coming to you to review some of my VHS collection. I have 4 movies and I'm going to be brief with them as best I can. And it's kind of hard to review stuff when you only have a certain amount of time, because then you have to be very careful about what you're uploading, what have you. First up is a movie that came out in the early 1980s. It's called Terror Train. It's starring Jamie Lee Curtis. Terror Train, rated R. And the movie was directed by Roger Spottiswoode. I never heard of him before, but anyway, it's a 1980 movie. It starts off with some kind of prank gone wrong. The guy takes a revenge on the college kids that have pulled a prank on him, and they all on this some kind of train, and it's some kind of masquerade party, and one by one the kids get knocked off by this man with some kind of funny looking Groucho Marx mask on, and he does all kinds of horrendous things to him. But basically that's what it's about. I give it a B. Like I said, it was made back in 1980. I never got a chance to see it in the movies, but it's released through Key Video, and Key Video did a couple of other movies. Quite a few of them, and a few of them I have seen, and some of them I haven't. But Terror Train, rated R. Up next, The Faculty. Now this movie has the legendary singer Usher in it, Josh Hartnett, action screen legend Piper Laurie, which played Margaret White in the Crazy Lunatic Mother and Carrie, and quite a few other people in it. This picture also has Elijah Wood in it, who played in The Good Son, which was another good movie that I liked. Basically, I saw this in the movies back in 1999, 98, 2000, something like that. It's basically about these high school kids, and they believe that their teachers or the staff at the school are aliens, and they're trying to I wouldn't say possess, but trying to get I wouldn't call it minute. They trying to clone themselves or manifest themselves in in other people's bodies, or whatever the case is. It's something like I wouldn't say, what's the movie? Not Altered States. It's a movie I've seen before. It might be Coma or something like that back in the 70s. But anyway, this is a good picture. It was I would give it a C, because it's it's hip. It is hip and scary. It's by the directors of Scream and I Know What You Did Last Summer, Harvey, Bob Weinstein, and it was pretty good. I got to give it to him. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and the only reason my daughter wanted to see it is because she was in love with Usher at that time. But anyway, it's a good movie, a good laugh. Look, not too many laughs, but it is kind of like that modern out of your seat, in your face kind of horror. You know what I mean? It's really thrilling. The Faculty. Okay. Oh my goodness, this movie was came out oh my goodness, my mother was actually pregnant with me when she saw this, and this kid, he came out the year I was born in '68. Rosemary's Baby, rated PG. I guess it was rated R back then. I don't know, but anyway, it's about this woman, about this couple, and the woman is pregnant, and it's like setting back in New York somewhere, and the couple, the wife finds out is played by Mia Farrow. She's the wife of real director and actor Woody Allen, and she finds out that she's pregnant, and come find out all these, all the neighbors and everybody else are actually a part of a band of devil worshippers or witches or whatever, and it's. The dialogue, it drags on and on. It's not too much blood and guts and nothing of that nature. It's basically just it's not even macabre. It's just, I wouldn't even call it sinister. It's nothing to really write home to mama about. It's just it just drags on and on and on. But it does have a little twist to it. And I would give it like a C. It's okay. For the time period it was made. I think it was back. Like I said, it's made in 1968, and of course it is rated R. And Rosemary's Baby. And finally, two of the best actors that I can possibly talk about, and that's Lawrence Fishburne, and I can trace him all the way back to the Cornbread Earl and Me days, and when he just started out. And actually, for those of you who didn't know, he actually played a part on the TV series, the Saturday morning TV series, Pee-wee's Playhouse. He played this character called Cowboy Curtis or something. And I remember watching that back when I was like in my late teens or something. Well, anyway, they played a part of Ike Turner, who's actually deceased now. Ike Turner and Tina Turner, and they wind up. It tells us how he abused Tina Turner, and it's basically like a autobiography kind of thing. I saw it in the movies, and it was good. The music is good. To try to portray those two individuals that like they did, I think they did a very good job. 2 thumbs up, like it says on the box. It is what it says. It does deliver everything it says, and I can't say too much more about it. It's not a bad movie. I wouldn't give it an A, but I would give it a B. If you like musicals or something like that, which a lot of people don't like musicals, but I love them. Anyway, I have something else that I want to, a few more to add to the collection. If you just hold on 1 minute. Okay, I'm back. These are the last two, and that for this segment. This is Poltergeist 3, and Poltergeist 3 is actually the part of the franchise of Poltergeist series, which had Beth, whatever her name was, I can't remember what her name was, but anyway, Craig T. Nelson and JoBeth Williams. I'm sorry, JoBeth Williams and Craig T. Nelson, and the late Heather O'Rourke, and with the late Zelda Rubinstein, who played Tangina. She was the medium. Zelda Rubinstein, the little dwarf woman, she wound up dying a couple years ago. I think she had heart failure, I believe, or something. No, she had kidney failure. I'm sorry. She died of kidney failure, sadly. And the late Heather O'Rourke, which played Carol Ann, she died of a toxic shock syndrome. You know, it has something to do with feminine products. But anyway, this movie here picks up where the last one left off. With this one has Nancy Allen from Carrie. She played Carrie. She played Chris Hogginson from Carrie, the Carrie movie from 1976, and Tom Skerritt. I can't think of whatever movie he's been in, but this one is pretty good. It's a lot of action in it. I would give it a B because I've actually sat and watched it. It's been on TV for God knows how many times, but actually it's pretty good. I like it, and it's very entertaining as well as gripping. The ghosts are still trying to inhabit the body of and come into this world through Carol Ann, Heather O'Rourke, and you know, of course, with the help of Tangina and you know Nancy Allen and Tom Skerritt and all these other people, they try to prevent that from happening, but you know, evidently it doesn't happen. And I don't know where the other two characters, JoBeth Williams and Craig T. Nelson, I don't know where they are, because I don't even remember if they mentioned anything about them in the beginning. Anyway, it's Poltergeist 3. And finally, the last one I have in this series is Cooley High. And Cooley High actually was a movie that was set in Chicago that actually it was the baseline for the TV series What's Happening. Although they changed the characters, so Turtle Tab and Bernie Ornstein, which is the producers of the actual What's Happening TV series, the movie derived from that. You know what I mean? With they put in extra characters like Mama and Dee and all this other kind of stuff. But actually, the two people like Preach and I think it's somebody else, Puda. This boy named they call Puda in here. Them two actually were the baseline for the characters, Dwayne and Raj. But the movie is set back in the 60s, takes place at this fictitious high school, some kind of high school, and it's about three friends in the coming of age, like, you know, standing on the corner drinking wine and singing songs and and finding all the girls that they can screw and whatever the case is. But it's a good movie. I give it an A because I liked it the way it was set back in the 70s, although it was portrayed like it was in the 60s. Deliciously funny, and some of the stuff is, and Lawrence Hilton Jacobs, which he played on Welcome Back Carter in the 70s, the TV series Welcome Back Carter. It was a sitcom. He winds up getting killed in this movie as he plays this young guy named he's supposed to be a basketball star, and that's a kind of ladies man as far as the high school is, and his name is the Cochise, and he winds up getting killed by these two goons that they know or something like that. I don't know, But anyway, Cooley High, Lawrence Hilton Jacobs, and Glenn Turman, who actually plays Preach in this movie. He actually went on to do become Colonel Taylor in the TV series A Different World with Lisa Bonet, which was an actual spinoff of The Cosby Show. But he still does, and I've seen him in quite a few movies, and he's a very good actor, Glenn Turman. He also did this movie called JD's Revenge back in, which I have to find that. But he did that back in the 70s, and I thought that was good. I really did, you know, because I mean that was a really spooky, you know, I mean it was a spooky picture. It had a little spook to it, and I think it was done by AIP, which they also did some of the like blaxploitation pictures like Scream, Black for Scream, and Coffee with Pam Grier and all this. The AIP was a big production company back in the 70s and 60s or something like that. But Cooley High is a highly recommended favorite. Cooley High. See, back up. Cooley High. Well, that's about it, and I'll come back at another date and another time, and y'all be cool, and don't you do things that I want to do, and talk to you later.